Hey everybody, welcome back to the old Swedes farm. It's Rich. I needed to get a video out and I was waiting for good weather, and I'll qualify what good weather is in a second. So I'm filming this early morning. It is 7 a.m. It is gorgeous out. We have had a streak of incredible weather, but along with the great weather has been this wind. I've got a little something on the mic. I'm hoping it's going to cover it, but I needed to walk you through some of our garden. It is mid-April and I'm filming this. We have had a heat spell. If you saw our last video about the garden, the snow left in 5 days. Well, the warmth continued, and it's been, well, yesterday, you know, our normal high in Minnesota is what it is right now. Right now it's 53. Our normal April high is 57. Yesterday here on the farm it was 89. But we had about a 25-mile-an-hour sustained wind, and right now it's windy. Again, we're in for another windy day. It's going to be somewhere around 80 degrees. Unreal. But I wanted to show you what we got going in the garden. It's April, and we've got stuff in the garden. It's nuts. I want to bring you into the coop, our little girl coop. Before the girls come out here, our new chicks come out, we use the coop as protection, and it's all fenced in perfect. So we're gonna keep the girls. Let me get in the shade here. We're gonna keep the girls out of the coop, the big girls out of the coop, and protect our seedlings for a while they harden off. Usually I don't bring stuff out to harden off until, you know, mid-May. Well, this gave me a chance to bring them out for 5 days. So all the seedlings have been out here for 5 days, hardening off, getting what I heard was called micro vibrations. All that wind. Well, we had a heck of a wind, so I'll show you. Let me just turn you around and show you what we got. Most of the seeds are up, some are not. Some of these are native seeds, and I'll talk about that. But a lot of pepper plants, a lot of here's our tomatoes, and you can see they're getting those little micro vibrations which strengthen the stem. Some of the stuff, you know, the broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, they just have weak stems to start. They're going to be fine. I'll plant them and they'll be good. But you can see some of those have fallen over, and these things would be ripped bare. We're just up on such a hill. The wind is bad, so I just took some plywood and tacked it up on the wall just as a protection. But all these peppers and eggplant, they're coming up. Great strength in their stems. Some of this other stuff is wild plants. Some of our milkweed, getting that going. So that's been a huge success. Let me get out here. Gotta keep protected. Again, if the wind's bad on the mic here, I apologize. I just had to. We're going to be, unfortunately, getting back to normal. It's going to be highs in the, sorry, my ADHD just kicked in. There's our asparagus bed. We just got to knock out the stuff that was trampled by the snow, all the old shoots, and get the fence around to protect it from the girls. We'll try to do that today, and then we'll be good for the asparagus to come up. But our weather is getting back to normal. We're gonna have highs in the 40s and 50s here for the next week, which is fine. We're gonna have rain along with it. For how much snow we had when it melted, it is dry out here because it's been so hot and it's been so windy. Just open up the garden gate here. The ground is solidifying, so that's a really good sign. Out here, I need to just turn the compost pile down on the far end, get our garden fabric in, and get that ready for planting because it's perfectly solid. What I'm going to try to do today is do just a little bit of tilling along here and get our peas in. So see if we can get in peas and get that all squared. So that's exciting. We usually don't get peas in until June 1st. Here's some exciting news. And everything, you know, this was completely covered in the winter. Look at that. Garlic coming up. We've got garlic and shallots in here, and there's a couple rows that made it through the winter. So this whole tub is multiple, that's what all the little sticks are. We just put the stakes in so we knew which row was where. Once they come up, then then we can remove those stakes and we'll know what row is what. But our first time growing garlic, so far so good. In the back corner, we got a whole bunch of extra composted manure that we brought in. All our potatoes from last year, we used up all our potatoes. There were some that started sprouting, and so we have used all the potatoes from last year that are sprouting, and that's our seed potatoes. So no expense to get the potatoes going this year. The reds are in that tub. This tub is almost all white, but there's some reds that are in there as well. We've got some more composted manure, and we've got what's in our compost pile to keep adding on here as the potatoes grow. And then one more tub that we got going, and it hasn't sprouted yet, obviously, but we got that going a couple days ago, and that's our carrots. So we've got stuff that's in that's a month and a half ahead of where we normally are, and it's just due to us getting a little more aggressive and the weather cooperating with us. So we're gonna see if we can get those peas in today. I just wanted to take you out in the garden, and since everything's kind of in one spot tonight, with it getting so cold, all the plants that are in the coop are going to be going into the basement underneath the grow lights. They just can't handle the frost. Obviously, we got a good chance of frost over the next week, probably once or twice. So, first garden update of the year. I'm excited. It's nuts. By the way, Lori, thank you for the garlic last fall and the shallots. They're working. They survived Minnesota winter, so thank you, Lori. And Steve. Sorry, should have mentioned Steve. But out in the garden, 7 a.m., and it's chilly but short sleeve weather. So everybody, hope you have a great weekend. Let me know, my hat's gonna take off. Let me know how your garden's going. Take care.